we start, I would like to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Roblox album. This is a Roblox story, vacation story. The episode starts with Cookie saying that this is the summertime, and as we know, this is the time to go on a vacation. She asks for her a vacation story. She asks what could actually go wrong, and they click on a set of stories, and one of them had an aeroplane accident. No, this can be one they can hear about, so they went and chose. There are currently 4 different endings. Will you be able to experience them all? And this is what they played. The plane taken off. They hop on the airplane and they are so set for the trip. The plane was so cute and huge, and all they could hope for was that they're going to a nice place for a vacation. On arriving, everything was set for the plane to adjourn, and the captain said on radio that they should take a seat as the plane was taking off right away. The plane was almost empty, and that was good for her because she wanted the window seat. She finds a lady and asks if she could sit with her, but that was not pretty comfortable for her. Oops. She was supposed to sit on seat 10E, and so unlucky for her, it was not a window seat, but she had no choice but to sit there. The plane took off and it started shaking. Scared Cookie wondered whether it was right. The radio went on and the speaker said they were crossing altitude and that they should feel free to explore the beautiful scenario. There was a child that had cried for help previously. The child said that her parents were dead and Cookie was sorry for her. The speaker again announced that there was a power outage and power went off. The fire monster. The power went off and they were so scared, and they wondered whether their engine was falling off or if something worse was going to happen. And out of blues, they saw a fire monster on the right engine. What a scaring scenario. They ran as fast as they could to escape the monster while alerting everyone in the plane. This would end up badly as it could burn the whole plane and all of them would die. The fire monster followed them all the way into the plane, and Cookie decided to go and report the incident, and while Cookie was reporting, the power came back and she was told to go to her seat. Landing on the seas. That was a crazy one, but it was over. Now it was time to eat, and what lovely meal they were going to have. It was pizza. They tried to tell everyone on the plane about the monster story, but none could believe them. Again, they were informed that they were going through a thunder and severe turbulence, and a few minutes later they were told they were to land on the sea as there was a fire. They were quick to grab life jackets. Luckily, they landed on the sea safely. Shark encounter. On landing, there were only 3 of them in the boats in deep sea, and they saw a pretty high land they could go. Seconds later, they heard some noise and it was a shark. They struggled through the deep sea to get to shore without being eaten by the shark. Luckily, they made it safely. Cave for shelter. While on the seashore, they had to look for somewhere to stay and decided to go to a cave. The cave was pretty cool for them and could protect them from monsters, but suddenly it started to collapse and they had to jump through the collapsed cave to protect themselves and avoid collapsing to the sea again. Again, they arrived safely. Cookie then realized that she was the only one that made it and the cave totally collapsed. Escaped the maze. She was so afraid and she tried calling her friends if they could try coming out. The cave was totally closed. She felt she was being watched and she was right. There was a maze following her and she had to escape from it before time runs out. She ran so fast and she finally made it. The maze collapsed. The highland on fire and tsunami. Now she had to look where she could sleep. She then decided to light a fire for the night. The apples she could eat were rotten and she was glad she didn't eat it. The fire monster came out of the fire and started but everything on the highland, and she had to escape. It was already daytime, but still everything was burning. On the shore, there were pieces of remains from the plane, and that was the only thing that could save her to reach their yacht. But she messed up and had to go to the hill to escape the tsunami. And she ran into the hill, and was it only a dream? And this was a secret ending when she gets a tsunami. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future.